Hi students, welcome to Mr. Babu Biology Education. Today we are going to discussing about backcross. So how to define backcross? F1 individuals can cross with any one of its parent. It is called as backcross. What is the backcross? F1 individuals can cross with any one of its parent. That is called as backcross. So how to define the backcross? F1 individuals can cross with any one of its parent. So any one of its parent, any one of its parent, it is called as backcross. So what is the backcross? F1 individuals can cross with any one of its parent. This is called as backcross. Backcross, they are divided into two types: dominant backcross and recessive backcross. So F1 individuals. How can you get the F1 individual here? So this is the tall pea plant. This is a dwarf. This is releasing the gamete capital T and capital T. This is the releasing the gamete small t and small t. So F1 individuals capital T and small t. This is the F1 individuals. So this is the, how can you get the F1 individuals? So from this tall female plant, dwarf male. From the female tall plant can release in the gametes capital T and capital T. Here dwarf male can release the gametes small t small t. So this capital T female capital T and male small t fusion, we are getting the capital T and small t F1 generation. This is the F1 generation. Now, so this backcross, they are divided into, so backcross, they are divided into two types. That is the dominant backcross and recessive backcross. Number one, dominant backcross. First one, dominant backcross. So F1 individual, this F1 individuals cross with dominant parent. It is called as dominant backcross. So F here, heterozygous capital T and small t, capital T and capital T. Now here get the release the gametes capital T, here small t. So this is the capital T and this is the capital T. So F1 individuals can cross with dominant parent. It is called as dominant backcross. So here I am writing Punnett sphere. Male and female, heterozygous, and here dominant homozygous. This female can fuse with the male capital T. This is the capital T. This is capital T, small t, capital T and small t. So what is the probability here? This is the probability, phenotypic ratio. This is the tall condition. This is also tall. This is the tall. This is also tall. So all are tall. Phenotypically all are tall. Now genotypic ratio. So genotypic ratio here, 50% homozygous condition, 50% heterozygous condition. This is the probability. Phenotypic ratio, all are tall. and genotypic ratio 50% homozygous, 50% heterozygous. This is the dominant backcross. So what is the dominant backcross? F1 individuals can cross with the dominant parent. It is called as dominant backcross. Now second one, recessive backcross. Recessive backcross. Recessive backcross. Recessive backcross. Now recessive backcross. If we see the recessive backcross, this is the heterozygous F1 individuals. This is the recessive parent. So you can release the gametes, capital T, and here small t, and release the gametes, small t and small t. Now, so I am writing here Punnett sphere here, capital T and small t, and here small t and small t. Now, capital T female can capital T fuse with small t, capital T and small t, small t, small t, small t, small t. So what is the probability here, phenotypic and genotypic? First phenotypic probability, phenotypic probability here, tall, 50% tall, 50% dwarf. So 50% tall, 50% dwarf. So genotypic ratio, next one. Genotypic ratio, heterozygous, 50% heterozygous, remaining 50% dwarf condition, means homozygous. So this is the 50% heterozygous, 50% homozygous condition. So we finished backcross. There are two types of backcross. There are divided into two types. Dominant backcross. This dominant backcross also we called as outcross. Which one? Outcross. Now, this recessive backcross we called as test cross.